Hi. Oh, wow. Hello. Hi. Yeah, hi everyone. Any doubts?
Hello,
Yeah,
yes,
hi.
Rajesh. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is there any possible to change the name of that highlighter? That means we put that color in that, right?
I didn't get you.
Is there any possible to change that color name in dynamically? Suppose if you put that name as it below 20, above 20, based upon that by selection of the parameter, is there any possible to change that name of that color name?
Name. You mean to say you want to change the color or color name?
Color name.
Again, I'm not clear what you're saying. Now, here, if you see, you are saying supposedly you have a color, right? Sales. So, you are saying if sum of sales greater than suppose
Parameter.
I need to create a parameter. Then let it be green. Else red. I'm bringing my subcategory here. I'm bringing this category. This is what I've written right here. I'm bringing this to color. Okay. I'm showing my parameter. Now here I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So what is your requirement?
Whatever the showing the color in the red, that means we need to indicate that about 10,000. Suppose if you change that parameter as a 15,000, above 15,000, like that, is there any possibility?
Again, not clear. When you are saying, yeah, see here, it is 1 lakh. So above 1 lakh, you are showing green. Below 1 lakh, you are showing red.
Yeah.
Now, what is your requirement?
In the right side, we are mentioning the green and red, right? Names,
Mm-hmm.
color names.
Okay.
For there, I need to write as about 10,000. Suppose if we change that 15,000, about 15,000. Is there any possibility like that?
You append the parameter here. be a problem here. Oh, it is changing, right? Got it?
Yeah, got it. Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah, any other doubts? Yeah, Shiva Bunu. We know the M also.
Yes, I have.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, hi, I have it. Very good morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one doubt. So I have a text dashboard. Okay.
Oh, the
So in
PDF
my
about that
dashboard there is a
PDF that
text
should be
table is there.
exported, right?
So it is has.
Hello. Yeah, go ahead. Go
So
ahead. Hello.
yes, yes, that PDF I sent you right one text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. So in
So I
that
text you right.
PDF, when you export it, you want the filters to be applied on that. Can you tell me
No,
this?
no, yes, yes. So actually, what is happened? So in the
Your voice is
sorry,
breaking. Your voice is breaking.
one second, one second. Uh,
Please do rejoin. Meanwhile, I'll take another doubt. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
yeah, okay, sure, sure.
Any other doubts?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my doubt is there's a dashboard. So, in the dashboard, I have like 25 filters on top.
25?
And there is yes, 25
25?
filters.
What do you have? Filters.
Yes,
Okay.
on top, and the table is on down. So, those filters are mandatory. So, if a user, so I was activated a filter icon. So, if user click on the filter, they can see those filters. If they want to hide those filters, if they click on the filter icon, they can unhide the filters.
Yeah.
Sorry, hide the filters. Okay. So, if they want to hide the filters, they can see a blank space on top of it. So, is there a way we can dynamically adjust the containers so that the table will go up? If we want to hide the filters,
Yeah,
the table will
you
go up.
can. See here, if this is a container, I'm taking a vertical container, and in this I'm taking one in the horizontal and one in here. Right. Let me check if I have containers perfectly. Right. Just a moment. I have a vertical container, one horizontal and the other horizontal. Now here I'm putting it 33 and here I'm guys, please mute. Please mute. I'm getting some background disturbance. Now here, this is in a container, right? I'm removing this. I don't need this. So now this is in a container. This sheet, right? Now this is in a horizontal container. Now for this, I am bringing show hide button, right? Now I'm going into presentation mode. The moment you click on it, you're seeing this, Madhuri?
Yes, sir.
So you put all your filters into a container and use a show hide button.
So, you choose two horizontal containers?
See,
or
I
what
think
do you
whatever you are doing, your problem is, let me tell you my understanding about your problem. Sometimes people tend to do this. Just they tend to fix the height, right? Now when you fix the height, the problem is, even if you, okay, this is going, but sometimes even if you do this, it will not. So for you it is not going, or what? This is not getting hidden. The space is still
Yes,
there.
yeah. Yeah, the table is still going.
Then
Still
I
in the
think
sequence.
it should not happen. It should be there. Well, randomly, however you take, it should not be a problem.
So here, instead of the three horizontal lines, I have used the filter. I'm using the filter icon. So if I click the filter icon,
Yeah.
the filters will appear. And if I want to hide those filters, if I click on that icon,
Yes, they will
it
get
will
hidden.
hide. So for this, sir, you have selected, you are taking like two horizontal containers or vertical?
I took in one vertical, I put two horizontal containers.
One vertical, two. Okay.
Yeah.
In one vertical, you are taking two
Let me show
horizontal
you.
containers.
See, this is a horizontal container. It is in a horizontal container, right? And even this, when I expand this, let me expand this. Even this is in a horizontal. This is in one horizontal container, and this is in another horizontal container, and both of them are in one vertical container. Okay.
Okay. So for the best practices, what is the best way to present, like, so like in my dashboard, I have like 25 filters. So is there a way can I use floating or tile? Which is the best way?
I suggest tiled. The reason being, when you use floating, even then you need some place on the dashboard, right? It cannot be
Yes.
on some others. And if you have, like, there are two ways of representing filters. One is horizontal in 2 3 rows, or one vertical, depending on the height of your dashboard, whichever accommodates better.
Okay. So the best way is the tile one, right?
Yeah, it's always style. Unless, see, don't go to, what do you say, floating unless until necessary, because when you change the dashboard is viewing it different on different devices, right? There will be different appearances. So majority use tiled only unless until it is not necessary. When it is
Okay.
mandatory that you need to use floating, then go ahead and use floating. Okay.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you so much, sir.
Hi.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I have a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, in the dashboard we have filters, and under this we have a one tabular format. Suppose I'm selecting the one filter, country as India.
Mm-hmm.
After exporting the dashboard to Excel, I need to show somewhere you have been selected country as India
Oh.
into Excel, sir. Not a dashboard. I'm showing caption or title. But after downloading into the Excel, just I need to somewhere like header and like in different sheet, you have been selected India as a country and city as Hyderabad, like that I need to show in the Excel. Is there any possibility, sir?
I think when are you exporting that as a dashboard? From the dashboard you are
No,
exporting
sir.
it?
Yeah, from the dashboard, I'm putting the button as some button. Into if you have downloaded the dashboard into the PDF, I'm able to show. But if you are going to Excel, I'm not able to show those selected filters.
Those selected filters.
Somewhere like in the first
Download
sheet
into,
or
yeah.
somewhere like in a second tab also. Anywhere I need to show. That is a client.
But I'm not sure about that customization. Uh, so can't you put in your dashboard itself when you're exporting? Okay, when you're exporting in Excel, that is only specific to the sheet, and you're not getting that. Okay, ping me once on Telegram. We'll talk about it. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Any other doubts?
Raj, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right, sir, like I have a doubt. Let me share my screen.
Your voice is too low.
Raj, sir, can you hear me now?
Now is a bit better. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, can I do my screen?
Pardon?
Can you hear me, Rajesh?
Yeah, I can go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah. Rajesh, can you see my screen? Once it is visible, let me know.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So this is a sample Superstore Excel sheet I have connected, and I have created a simple visualization category wise. And in this, I have created the three calculation fields: current year sales, previous year sales, profit percentage, furniture sales. These four I have created. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here we'll get the data, right? The
Mm-hmm.
everything view data. Here we'll get everything. Right? So I have copied this data, whatever we have. I have copied this data and I've pasted in Excel sheet and I've saved that Excel sheet and I have connected that Excel sheet here from view data. Okay.
Okay.
So
Where
this
I
is not
cannot,
my issue. I just want to
you
explain my
you
issue,
shared
which I have pasted in.
you shared only Tableau. I think I cannot see your Excel and other stuff.
Sorry.
I think you need to
No,
share
I'm
your.
not showing that Excel. Just I'm saying in like oral way. From here, view data, I have selected all the data and I have pasted in Excel. I have saved that Excel sheet and connected again.
Mm-hmm.
This is that Excel sheet. Okay. Book
Okay.
one from view data.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have replaced this data source as
Okay.
this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, before I have created calculation fields, both are available.
Mm-hmm.
PY sales, current year sales. But when it comes to furniture sales and profit percentage, it is not available. It is not showing as created calculation field. Here you can see, right?
Mm.
So
It
that's
is
the issue
not.
I'm facing.
It is not. Yeah, perfect.
And moreover, this is the issue I'm facing in main scenario. I'll tell you in within 1 minute the main scenario where I'm facing. This is example I shown you. So now we are migrating from on-premises Tableau server to Tableau Cloud server online. Okay, in our company.
Okay.
So we have the every report, every workbook we have published into that Tableau on-prem server with embedded data source.
Mm-hmm.
With workbook only the data source will be published. But when it comes to in Tableau online cloud server, now we are doing we are publishing data source, and again we are publishing that workbook and we are attaching those workbook and workbook data source in Tableau cloud server.
Okay.
So this is a workbook I have taken from on-prem cloud server, suppose example, and here we have 4 data sources. Example, if you think. So first of all, if I want to publish this into the Tableau cloud server online, I need to publish each and every data source first. Is
Yes.
it?
You need to publish. Yes.
Yes. So publish to server. After publishing, this icon will be changed. This icon will become
Tableau logo. Yeah.
This workbook will come. This icon will become. So after publishing this data source, I'll publish this workbook as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah. You'll when you publish this data source and then you publish the workbook, these data sources will be attached to that. Yeah, that is the case. Yes.
So what I'm facing the issue is that after publishing this data source into the Tableau cloud server, it is changing to publish data source icon.
Yeah.
Same issue I'm facing. Created calculation field, here it is showing this is the way. I don't know why it's showing. It should show as a created calculation field only, right?
Wait.
That is my main scenario.
No, even in our when we publish it to server, right? It will show that as a calculated field only. See, if that is not showing as a calculated field, then that should be in your database, and that field is not present in your database. It doesn't make any sense.
I think I'll show you the difference in between these two. So why it is showing? See, I have created this CY sales is. So I have not hard coded any value with existing dimension. Okay. And when it comes to furniture sale, here what I have created is if category equal to furniture, then sales. I have hard coded this calculation field. Is that right?
It's not about that. See, my basic understanding when it comes to fields that are not showing as calculated fields, right? Anything. If they are not being shown as calculated fields, that means you got that field from table, from the metadata. In the metadata, right, you'll in the data source metadata, you should have that column. Now if you are saying it is showing as a normal field without showing that it is a calculated field, then first thing is check in metadata if you have the same field. In not here, in metadata. Go to data source. Yeah. In that you'll have metadata, right?
Yeah.
There. In that metadata, check if the same field is present. Now here you will have, because you copied it from view data. When you copied something from view data, what happens is whatever calculation, except for table calculations and LODs, whatever calculations that you have written with row level logics, like normal functions, all those columns will be present in your view data. That is the reason when you copied it and you again connect it to the data source, it is not showing it as a calculated field, because that column is now present in your database. You getting my point? Because you copied the data from view data and to an Excel and then connecting back to it. In the new thing, the difference between old Excel of Superstore that you're connecting and the new Excel that you're connecting is, in the new Excel, you have all the calculated field, the columns of the calculated fields. So now, earlier, whatever the fields that are present in your Tableau have now shifted to your database.
Okay.
So that is the reason you are not seeing them. Now you are not seeing them as calculated fields here. Now if you go and check in the metadata what you are doing here, you will see those column names, right?
Yes.
The reason is these columns are present in there. Now coming back to the point of why you are not getting the same, what I suggest is, first do a describe on it. Do a describe, right click and describe. Here you will get, now here it is not showing, but when it is
No. This one from here.
Whatever it is, do a describe. Now whenever you are seeing that, right, it actually sheet.furniture, sheet1.furniture says, so it will talk about the remote column. If it is talking about the remote column, then that is coming from the data that is taking, from the table that it is taking. If it is not, it will not show you. So you need to see, you see that calculated field, and when you right click on that any database column, it will show you from where it has come. So now you cross check with those fields whether it is showing the same way, and if it is showing the same way, what is it showing as? Because as per my knowledge, even if you write a calculated field, it should not show you as a database field, because that is a derived column, even if it is a published data source. And if it still is coming, because again, when or is there any I have to check at the server level, because server behaves in three now, if including yours, three ways. First thing is, you cannot edit, like if you have published a data source, right, whatever the calculated fields, you cannot edit them directly. You need to create a copy and edit it. I've seen in some database, some when working with some people. The other way is, those calculated fields are editable. Even if it is a published data source, the calculated fields are editable. That is the second I have seen. Now this is the third where you are showing me, when it is published to a data source, it is not showing that it is a calculated field.
Yes.
So I have to check that at the server level. Is there any option for the same?
No, I think in data source, in server level, we don't have any options to edit.
No. It's not about that. It is about what type of access do you have on databases? That is also a question, right? You cannot edit the existing one, or you can edit the existing one. So we have to check in that angle to understand why this scenario of yours is giving. Now I ask you one thing. Do one thing. Send me a screenshot of before publishing, right? And after publishing.
Okay. So this is the way only same. See, This is
Yeah, I get
here
it. I get it. No, it's see, the point is, unless until I see that whatever is happening manually, I'll not get my clear picture.
I'll send you that
Yeah.
screenshot to your Telegram.
Better send me a screenshot, then I'll look into them and let's see about that.
Sure, definitely. And when it changed to this existing field after publishing the data source to the Tableau server, so it is not affecting to the visualization.
It will not.
Yes,
It will
that's
not.
the issue I'm facing.
It will not affect the view.
Yes,
The reason being, see, the logic that you have written is already there in that field, right?
Yeah.
And also, when you describe on that field, describe on any of the calculated field. Describe. Now here you are seeing the logic, right? Are you able to see the logic in that published data? So they like this calculated coming as a column, database column. Are you able to see?
No, I don't see anywhere. This is the calculation field. It changed to existing field, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Now
show
you
you.
describe on that. Yeah.
I'm not able to delete this field as well.
No,
I'm not able
you cannot delete. See, when it is a column from database, you cannot. Now the moment you can duplicate that, right?
when I duplicate, it is showing that created calculation field. But when I try to edit this calculation field,
you cannot edit.
So again, what I'm doing, whatever the calculation field I have written, I'm just
actually speaking, you will not even get edit. Actually, for some it will come like edit copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Edit copy, yes, exactly. Here edit copies I'm getting the in real time scenario, right? Exactly.
And you are not getting that equal to symbol.
Equal to symbol, yes. I'm getting.
Then what is the problem? You know that is a see. Now, okay. Now your doubt is when you do any changes, how to proceed? Is that what you are asking?
Yes.
Now edit. Now right click on it and click on edit copy, right? And then replace reference. Do your changes and replace reference. Now duplicate your furniture sales there.
Shall I write the original calculation field here? No need.
When you do it, you will get the original calculated field only. When you edit copy, you will get the original calculated field, right?
No, I'm not getting. Here I've shown you, right? Here I've duplicated this one. Okay. So this is the duplicated one. When I try to open or describe what is there inside the
let me experiment today in my system with this as a normal data source and published data source, and let me see what changes will we get. And based on that, we'll discuss about this tomorrow. Okay?
Definitely. Thank you. Yeah. Like if you want, I'll code also. So no issue. But in real time, what I'm facing, I'm facing the issue, if you want, I'll send a screenshot to person chat as well.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Vinod here.
Vinod, hi.
Yeah, so I have a dashboard. So in the dashboard, having like a 3 sheets. One is the customer details, like a name and address. Another one is the transactions. I sent you 2 days back in Telegram.
Okay.
So in the transactions, so we have, for example, 1,000 transactions are there, right? So I'm arranging like a transaction in the bottoms one, in the top left side, so details, in the top right side. So I'm putting some start date, end date, and the customer ID. Okay. So this is the dashboard. When I'm exporting into the PDF format, so in the server level or in the desktop level, so we have 3 options. It's showing inbuilt Tableau. So if I'm taking this view, so it is taking the screenshot of the whatever the value is showing. So it is a taking screenshot. It is not coming. The scroll bar option is not coming.
No, it will not.
Okay. So in the another option,
you are subscribing for that, right?
Yes. Sorry.
You are subscribing for that.
So I need to subscribe for that.
No. What are you doing? You are exporting it as PDF.
Yes.
Exporting it as PDF. Okay. In your workbook, you have a scroll bar, and that is not what you are not getting the scroll bar in your. Then why can't you extend the size of your workbook, the dashboard, so that
one second.
Yeah.
Okay. I will tell you.
So if I extend the my workbook size like a horizontal way, so if I'm expanding, so we don't know, right? Some customers
No,
having
no,
10,000
oh, you
transactions
mean
are
to say, okay, you mean to say there is which is there is a sheet which is fit height, which is having a
okay.
scroll bar. You are not getting the entire content in that scroll bar. That is what you're saying.
Yes. So in that PDF format, we have another option. Also, we can select the specific sheets. If I'm selecting specific sheets like 1, 2, 3, so it is coming in PDF format like first sheet, second sheet, third sheet, not coming in a dashboard format.
No, it will not. It will not.
So I want the dashboard as the same dashboard format, and whatever the transactions are there, the scroll down option also I want that.
First thing is to be clear with PDF. In PDF, we can never give a scroll bar. Have you seen a PDF which is giving scroll bar? Unless until it is not fit to
No,
size, the problem.
no,
No,
I don't want the scroll bar option. So if I download that PDF format, so I want the whatever in our Tableau dashboard, whatever the transactions are there, the scroll bar, I want full data. I want full data in PDF format.
I understand what you are saying, but getting it in.
So can you share your screen? I will explain you.
No,
You
I
shared one
got your
dashboard, right?
point. I got your point actually. So here you mean to say in this you are getting this. Okay, it's not like this, but let me bring something like this, and you are
Yeah,
trying to show it. When it is downloading, it is only showing this part.
yeah, it's downloading only this part. Okay.
That
So
is
in
an
the
age-old problem with Tableau actually. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So if you we are scroll down, so we have like a, so it is showing like 10 records in the visualization, the sheet 34, but we have exactly having like a 20 to 30. Okay. So if we are downloading into PDF format, so we want the all the 30 records in the sheet wise. Like we can download it, right? I want all the 30 records.
This is a problem which is actually not yet resolved, if I'm not wrong, because getting a PDF with all those records that are in here.
So is there any extension, or we can write some Java or Python? Is it possible?
With
Extension, adding
with
buttons.
Python script, anything is possible, but we need someone, because I'm not good at Python. We need someone who can write the script in Python.
Otherwise, in your Telegram channel, you can see the Vinod one. I'll send a screenshot
You
to you,
sent me, I
so
saw
it will
that,
better
but
understand.
let me think about it again. This is same as what someone Shiva has asked about excellent PDF.
Oh,
These downloadings, right? These are
yeah.
giving certain problems. Let's see. Let me check that. Post the same in the group as well. If anyone else has any idea about that, they might get back to us.
Yeah, I already posted in the group last 3 days back, but no one replied that
Yeah,
time.
because this is one problem which no one has solution. That is the problem.
Maybe so it's like my scenario is like a bank statement.
Yeah, I got
Not a
it.
bank.
Because even for me, for some, I tried to download as a PDF. I didn't. So what I did is I put that entire stretch of dashboard without any bars. I put the entire stretch. Then
Okay, you are expanding the horizontal one, right?
horizontal or vertical. I'm making
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that there is no scroll bar in my view. Then I'm
Yeah,
getting.
okay. I got your point. I tried that one also. That is coming. So if in future the person having like more than 10,000 records,
Now my
it's not
point,
visible, sir.
yeah, obviously 10,000 ability. Now see, now printing in Tableau from Tableau server is not like we print the document, we save the document into PDF, right? As multiple
Yeah,
sheets.
yes,
That facility is
yes.
not available as of now. So yeah, the views in the dashboard. No, as far as other than removing that scroll bars, I don't see any viable option for that. And I'm afraid I might not be able to provide you a solution, but I'll try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then last note, guys. If anyone has.
Thank you.
Hi Rajeshwar, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I have bunch of dates fields.
Mhm.
So from there, I need to calculate dormant report. Dormant report is nothing but to calculate the access granted date and access revoked date.
Okay.
So I'm a bit confusing. I'm new to this Tableau.
No. You have two date fields: access granted date and access.
Not 2 days. The more than 10 date fields are there.
Okay.
From there, I need to calculate access granted date and revoked date. It's like a dormant, like a yes or no way.
No, it's about you want a boolean field, that is fine. But how do which column is you have a clarity which is giving you access and which is giving you revoked?
For access related thing, we don't have any specific clue to identify. They only asked me to analyze the from data wise and calculated access and the revoke.
No, not clear for me. Your question is not clear. See, the point is your data might be having something like here. If I see,
Can I
supposedly,
share my screen?
yeah.
I created sample dates.
Okay, then go ahead. You can. That will be helpful actually. Go ahead.
So these are my date fields actually.
Regional. Wow. So where is revoked in this?
We don't have any revoked access related thing.
But how do you identify access granted date?
Yeah.
Where is access granted? Like how do you define something is access granted?
They're saying like you have a fields like a created on or rejected something a cancel date from there from that way you need to understand the data and
Still
calculate.
not clear. Now if it is created on, then if it is created and it is rejected, so when what should you take as access granted date? 2020 null, right? You are having created on 2020, rejected as null.
Null.
So what will be your created date?
That is what my
Come on, see, the point is you can get the output, but they should tell you what to consider and what not to consider, right?
Okay.
Now see, created on access granted date. Now when you are talking about access granted date, what are the parameters to come for that to come under access granted date? Whether it should be in the created on column, or it should be on the rejected date, or it should be on the like whatever it is, approval date, like access granted, it might be approval date. If it is on approval date and then you accept that as an access granted, then yes, we can go ahead and do it. But they can't give you a bunch of dates and expect you to now whatever.
Actually, the main query these columns doesn't have any date fields, so I push from other data source and joining and trying to do this.
No, but
Is
if
that possible?
their requirement, first thing, see, in our organization, like I have been there, like we are a bit hesitant to ask what that means and put our point forward. Like I'm not understand. Like for me, I'm not understanding this. Whatever you are giving me. So the same way, if you are there and someone is giving you, then you too might not be understanding what that is.
Okay.
So you need to ask the management, bhai, I'm not understanding. What is your exact requirement? If you give me your requirement, I'll give you an output. Right? You cannot assume when you're doing your dashboard, right?
Okay.
You need to say, okay, if it meets this criteria, then you have an access. You can consider that as an access granted. Now, what is that criteria? Obviously,
Like,
right? If you want to pass in an examination, this is the marks that you have to reach.
Yes.
Otherwise, you are not passed. The same way.
Okay.
You need to ask them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then everyone, we'll again meet tomorrow, same time, 9:30. Like the session will start at 9:30. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet again tomorrow.
Thank you much.
Yeah.